Hey guys, okay, so this video is for animallover151999. This is your customizing video, and I've been promising to make you for a long time. I'm so sorry it took me this long. I just got back from Colorado today, so, figured I'd make it for you. I'm gonna make it a little quick because it's starting to thunder and lightning and rain outside, and I really want to, get off my computer before it gets really bad. So, we're gonna start with paint. I don't know if you'll be able to tell, but if you can see the water in the bottom, that's like 2 drops. That is it. If you make it too watery, it doesn't work. So this is just my paint I'm going to use to show you this. So take a little dot of paint. Hold on, my screen went dark. There we go. Take a little dot of paint. Oops, that was more than a dot. I forgot that was new. And then I just usually take a toothpick, mix it up. See, I'm gonna need more water now. Dang it. Okay, well, this is a good example. Okay, so I ended up with this. See how it's a little runny? You could add one more drop of water and mix it up. This is still a little thick, but I don't have any water in my room right now, and I don't feel like going and getting any. So basically that's that. A few drops of water. Make it to where it's a little runny, but don't make it too wet. If it's too wet, it will not stick, and it's just a mess. Now, I will use pastels for pinking or for doing, you could do a horse in olive pastels if you wanted. I have a horse that I did almost in completely olive pastels. I will show you some of my customs just so you can look at. So, pastels really easy. Get a set like this and, upside down, sorry. Make sure they're soft pastels. They have to be soft or they're just weird. So, I'm gonna take those and just like pick a color that you're gonna use, like pink or whatever for your painting, and just pull a stick out. And I use a razor blade because it's just easiest, and just scrape down it till you get a fine powder. Now, here. This is what you'll end up with, powders like this. So, and just for the heck of it, I use this stuff. If you have like a little hole in your horse or whatever. Oh jeez, my laptop went black again. Jeez. Like a custom I did had some holes in it. So I filled it with this. So that's really good. Now, when you're doing pastels, you want a hard bristle brush. Like this. It's kind of hard. You could even get a harder one. See, compared to a soft one. Hard bristle. Sorry. Wow, that's backwards. Hard bristle, soft bristle. You want this one. And when you're doing pasteling, you're just going to take your brush, dip it in your pastels, and a lot is going to stick to the brush. So maybe tap it just a little bit, and then you're going to rub it in small circles, like small circles to rub it in like that. And when you do that, you're going to put on one coat, and then you're going to matte finish it, and then you'll do another coat. That just makes it to where it will stick, because only so much will stick on a coat. So that's basically pastels. It's really simple. I use Krylon matte finish and a really smooth primer. So I'll show you some of my customs. I did this little guy. This is one of my first ones, so he's not anything grand. But you can see brush strokes in his paint. This is way before I figured out how to do the paint, but he's a good little example. This is one of my best I've ever done, I think. This is once I figured out how to do the paint. So you can't tell on a computer, it's really hard to tell, but there is pinking in his crevices here, and then he has pinking on his belly. So see how smooth the paint is? It's super smooth. That's what happens when you do your paint right. So Here's another example. Here's a flea bitten example. I'm not going to show you, but flea bitten's really easy. You just take your paint colors and an old toothbrush and flick the paint off the toothbrush onto the horse. So this one is mostly pastels. It's a good example for pasteling. The only acrylics on it are its hooves, the sock, and tail and mane, and its eyes and stuff. And then I usually sign them. But so there's another example of a custom. Here's an example of custom I did when I learned how to do spots. I love this horse. It reminds me of a cow. I like it. But the mane and tail and hooves are done in pastels. It gives you kind of a smoother, softer color than a paint would. Wow, it's dusty. So see how smooth your paint can be? Looks really good. So there's that. And then again, you do pinking on the sides. And okay, everybody's been bugging me about why I signed him here. It's because he has spots all over his belly. And that was a free spot, so just so you know. Then I have this guy. This was just a commission for a girl. He's the one I actually fixed with the holes. Oh my goodness, my computer. Okay. So, he has really detailed, pretty eyes. But again, this is mostly pastels. Blacking on the legs are the pastels, and then his whole body color is pastels. And the pink around his nose is pastels. So, pastels are really good to know how to use. And then, this is my favorite. He is done in almost all pastels. His hooves and his eyes are the only things that are not pastels. So, for him, you just, again, take your brush, dip it in some pastels, and just rub small little circles. And after each coat, put some Krylon matte finish on. And, I did hoof striping on him with pastels. It gives this smoother look of a hoof stripe. And then a streak of paint on his hoof. So, and then I did super, super detailed eyes on him. And then I glossed them so they're shiny. But if you want to know how to do eyes, I'll have to wait till I get a body horse and can kind of walk you through it. I actually found a video for another girl on here. I think Freemare is her name. She does amazing eyes. So I suggest looking at her video about eyes. But yeah, so that's basically all I do for customizing. A few drops of water makes your paint smooth. With pastels, just scrape some off towards a fine powder, rub small little circles to rub it in, and then spray it with your Krylon finish. That's about it. It's pretty simple. If you have any questions though, just ask. And I hope this video helps. So, alright, bye!